thank you for coming to my speech.
Hello.
Did you know that the Great Pacific Garbage Patch is roughly the size of Texas? I recently did a research paper on plastics in the ocean, and one of the parts we covered were garbage patches. Knowing information about garbage patches can motivate you to make changes in your life to help reduce the problem and not add any more trash to the problem. Garbage patches are ruining our oceans and affecting our health, as well as the health of marine animals. We're going to cover a few things in this speech, including what garbage patches are and the names of the main garbage patches in the ocean, issues that garbage patches are causing, and what we can do to help. So garbage patches are large masses of trash that have been gathered in the gears in the ocean, and that is where the currents connect and they make kind of a whirlpool, so a lot of the trash is sucked into those areas. There are 5 main garbage patches that we know of. There's the North Pacific, South Pacific, North Atlantic, South Atlantic, and the Indian Ocean garbage patch. So most people believe that garbage patches are like a solid mass. A lot of people call it garbage island, when in fact it's more a soup-like consistency, containing mostly microplastics. Now, microplastics are like any other plastic, except they've been broken down by the currents in the ocean to become so small that we can't really see them. They can be almost microscopic or, about a centimeter. So the problem with microplastics is since they're so small, fish are ingesting them at a large rate. As they're swimming, they open their mouth, microplastics are going into their mouth. Now, we might not think that's a big problem, but when you look at it deeper, you'll see that plastics attract other toxins. So if a fish eats a plastic that has attracted something that could make you sick, and it leaches into their flesh, and then a fisherman catches the fish, and you eat it, you are actually getting those toxins into your body as well. Other problems include animals being killed in multiple ways. Many animals are smothered by the plastics. This can also happen whenever microplastics sink to the bottom of the ocean floor and they cover the bottom, so small organisms are being covered by microplastics. They could be strangled, as you've probably seen in pictures, turtles swimming, getting caught in soda rings, fish getting caught with their heads in bottles and things like that. They can choke if they do ingest a big piece of plastic. And another thing is that if they're constantly ingesting the plastic, it will clog their bowels and they will die from that as well. A problem that many people haven't heard of and that most people don't think about is called the plastosphere. Now, the plastosphere is microorganisms that are learning to thrive on plastic. So you might not think this is a big deal and you might think it's actually kind of cool. But when you sit back and think about it, microorganisms that might be dangerous that usually wouldn't make it to shore because they're floating on, say, a branch that breaks down and they don't make it to shore, now might float all the way to shore on a piece of plastic and get onto land and start a disease that we don't even know exists yet. So one thing people often say is, well, why don't we just go and clean the oceans up? Unfortunately, that really isn't an option because of the microplastics and the size of oceans. So we can't just go in with a boat and scoop up the plastic. Some of them are too small to be scooped up, and the ocean is so deep we can't find it all. So the thing we can do is to make small changes in our life not to add any more plastic to the problem. The biggest issues are plastic bags and water bottles. They make up a majority of plastic litter that makes it to the ocean. Instead of these, what you can use is a reusable jug that you refill, and then you fill up your own reusable bottle. And they also make reusable grocery bags that you can use instead of the plastic bags at the store. While it does take a little while to get used to doing this, it is a simple change you can make to reduce your effect on the plastic problem. There are also some scientists who are working on easy solutions, but so far nothing has been found that takes care of the mass problem. There's been videos seen on social media of little caps that suck in the plastic and things like that, but that doesn't take care of the microplastic issue. So scientists are working on it, but so far, like I said, nothing has been found. So to conclude, we now know a little bit more about garbage patches. We know what they are. It's a compilation of garbage in the ocean. We know that they're causing issues both in our lives by getting toxins into our body and the lives of animals everywhere. And we know that while there isn't much we can do to stop what's already there, we can reduce the impact by using reusable products instead of disposable products. Thank you for coming to my speech. I hope you enjoyed.